Okay, it looks like we're back. And I'm now able to show monitor 1. I need to refresh some of my overlays here. Let me do that. Refresh that cache right there on the die roller, Dragon front overlay. And the drone game. So let's see if we can get music going in the drone game right now without refreshing. It might be working. Is it? Nope, we need to refresh it as well. And looks like I need to refresh the Dragon back overlay. Let's do that. Now, so the music command, and we got music. Now initialize player data. Looks like player data has been initialized. Let's do a quick health roll here and see if we can see the effects. Yep, looks good. Nice. The health roll looks awesome. I love it. Okay, cool. Back over to where we left off before we lost the monitor. We got to figure out how much to draw. And what I think I want to do, I'm not exactly sure how to do this. Hold on. The problem is we're processing, right now we're going, looking one row at a time. So we're actually moving down is what we're doing. I need to process it. I'm trying to process it in an efficient way, all of the data to find out how many walls to draw. And the problem is I can't think of a really efficient way to do it. I can think of a way that is inefficient to do it, which is kind of where I'm headed at this point. Is I'm kind of going in the inefficient space, and maybe that's what I'm going to do. Really? Put it. Help me! Please. I'm trying to do a show here, Pudding. How you doing, buddy? Glad to have you here. I was like, we can finally calm down, people. Pudding is here. Yeah, oh my God, we did it. A Christmas stream. That's what we did. Not bad. So I'm drawing the tile image is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to collect the walls. I want to collect a whole bunch of horizontal walls that are next to each other. Is kind of what I want to do. I think I can do this. There's some Christmas love. Yeah, there's Christmas love. I got to think about this. You know, I was sitting here, Wiggles. Yeah, so when we started, my wife said, you know, I had a hot chocolate overdose last night. And I'm still kind of like, whoa. And my wife is like, you okay to do the show? And I go, yeah, I think I'm minimally competent. But right now in this moment, I think I'm sub-minimally competent. I'm not quite where I need to be. The idea is this. This is a segment, this is a segment, this is a segment, this is a segment. I want to collect them all as one, is what I want to do. Yeah, we're doing the wall tiling. The walls are actually more complicated than at least as I'm trying to get into them, I'm finding there to be, you know, more challenging than I thought. The reason why is that, let's say I collect all of these, and I might think that's one whole long big wall. The problem is that it's not actually, because if this vertical wall is here, then I need to treat this as a segment and only draw it to there, to right there. And this is a segment as well. I've got to split up the segment. So the question is do I identify the segment first? I think that's what it's going to look like. I think the code here is like this. If I have a horizontal wall, I think what I really want to do is change this to has horizontal wall start. So it's not just does it have a horizontal wall, but I think I want to call this, does it, wait. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. I renamed this yesterday. I'm changing it back, but because I think I've got a better way to do this. So all horizontal walls is here. Now I'm going to change this to has horizontal wall start, like this. If it has this start, so now we're going to add extra code to determine if it's the start of a horizontal wall. Then if it is, then we're going to say map.collect horizontal wall. Okay, I'm feeling better about this. And then this is going to be more efficient. And we're going to say collect starting at column and row. That's going to return, I don't know, some horizontal wall data. Like this. Like that. Something like that. The one time I had to do it, it was just a million ifs. I don't know if there's a different way to map it. My first guess would be some sort of image filter. You don't have to split the wall. Yeah, well, here's the problem. I want it to look gorgeous. And because I want it to look gorgeous, there's a shadow that the wall casts. And because the wall casts a shadow and I'm connecting different pieces together, it's got to look like this, right? Each of the pieces. This is an end cap, for example. So I talked about this a little bit yesterday about what's going on here. But the shadow has got to totally match up with the other shadows, even though these rocks are going to overlap the top of the wall. Yep, I got T's as well in here. I got a T. Let's see what a T looks like. Here's a T right here. So that's what a T looks like there. So I created all these in the image editor using, math and, my brain and piecing these together and to figure out the shadow makes it difficult. I can't just really add the shadow afterwards as an afterthought. At least I couldn't think of a way to do that that would look great. And so this is what I came up with. But because these are transparencies, this has to be pixel perfect. I have to line these up in exactly the right spots or else it's just not going to work and it's not going to look good. So everything's got to be lined up. So with that said, I'm going to say get the horizontal wall data. Then I'm going to say draw. I don't know. I'm imagining it looking like this. Draw horizontal wall maybe. And pass in the horizontal wall data. And I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Something like that. And then this is going to be something inside of there. This is going to be inside draw horizontal wall. So let's go declare that method. Great. What to do here, fix this. Yeah, shadows. Yeah. But it's going to look gorgeous when we're done here. So does this mean... Yeah. I think the horizontal wall data is going to have a tile in it. That's what I think it's going to have. All right, so let's, I don't know. Which one of these to declare first? I don't know. Let's throw this at it. Declare class. We'll do this one. Nothing in here yet. Maybe it's something of type tile. We're going to call it the starting tile. And I have a feeling we're going to have a wall data and a descending horizontal and a descending vertical one. That's what I think, maybe. Let's make sure we're using map core. You can double the tile if you have shadows for every tile, but that doesn't sound optimal either. Yeah, but if I have a shadow, the problem is the overlap. This is the tricky part, in that in order to make this look seamless, I have to overlap. Here we go. Let's zoom in on this right here so you can see it. I have to overlap the rocks on top of the other rocks. Otherwise, we're going to get this weird line, right? Because the other pieces can extend. They've got this infinite loop kind of thing. So I can have a wall that's like, forever long and have endpoints that still look like it's seamlessly matching over the tops and ends of it. So that's kind of what I've decided to do. I really want this to look almost like hand-drawn or very carefully drawn. You can add the shadow easily if you apply an edge detection algorithm to the already tiled bitmap. Then dilate the obtained borders for the whole map. Yeah, but I was worried about the efficiency of that, worried about the time and complexity there, and I feel like ultimately, even though I'm taking some time to get this all perfect now, once this is done, I'm done, and then I can now substitute other assets, and it's going to be more efficient than what I imagine it's going to be more efficient than an algorithm I would write to detect and blur, that sort of thing. That's kind of where I'm feeling. That's kind of what I'm feeling, but we'll see. All right, so horizontal wall data, we're going to change this to the tile. That's our starting tile, I guess. Draw image over tile. That just lines everything up for us. Layer needs to be part of horizontal wall data as well. Maybe. Yeah, I think it does. Whoops, that's not what I want. Okay. So let's go in here. And horizontal wall data. We need to go get this and move this down into our lower level. Map core. Edge section doesn't have a huge complexity though. All right, I'm going to keep this in mind if I need this again. I'm going to continue along the path I'm running on. Layer, layer we need down here. What's going on in layer? Anything complex in layer? Nope, we cannot do layer down there. All right, so layer is not going in here. Forget I said that. Not passing in layer. Instead, we're going to pass layer into here. Better. All right. I'm just roughing this out right now. I don't have a strong sense of... All right, has horizontal wall start. We definitely need to do this. Let's declare that. And we need... Merry Christmas! Whoa, hey! Why? Oh, look right there!
Copper Beardy is in the house.
Copper Beardy, how you doing, buddy? I'm glad to have you with us. Yeah. How's it going over there, Copper Beardy? Copper Beardy grows sunflowers when the season's right, but it's probably pretty cold over there right now. I bet it is. All right. Let's see what we got here. Has horizontal wall start. So let's see. All horizontal walls. I want to rename this to all vertical walls. I think No, I'm not. I'm going to change that back. And I'm going to change this one back too. I'm like oscillating like crazy on here. Has horizontal wall. Just thinking about readability of this. So the question is, look, if we don't have a horizontal wall at column and row, no, I'm going back again. Watch this, kids. I am oscillating yet again. All horizontal walls. It was nice as it was to begin with, but there's a better way to do this. So now I need to do this. If not has horizontal wall, I'm going to create a function called has horizontal wall. And the reason I want to do that is I want to be able to handle if we are get kind of an overload, overflow if we're outside the range of this thing. So I want to declare that method right there, and then I want to say, hey, if column is less than 0, or row is less than 0, or column is greater than, what do I got, num columns? Nice. Greater than or equal to num columns, or row is greater than or equal to num rows, then return false, otherwise return all horizontal walls of column, comma, row. Like that. Whoops. Okay, so there's has horizontal wall. So we don't have a horizontal wall, then we can't even be at the start of a horizontal wall. Good. Next, we need to check and see if we have a horizontal wall to the left of us, then that's also a false because we cannot be at the start unless, unless there's something that breaks it. So here's what a horizontal wall start looks like. Hold on. Let's create a new duplicate of this slide. Freezing, go blue tomatoes, growing in huge plant pot at the bottom of my stairs at the moment with hydroponic lights. Nice. I love it. All right, so we're going to call this horizontal wall start. We're going to look at all the ways that a horizontal wall can start. So it can start at the beginning of the line like this. I don't know, what am I going to do? Let's maybe take some of these off of here and we'll kind of draw different pictures of what a horizontal wall start looks like. That's a horizontal wall start right there. Okay? This is a horizontal wall start as well. It could start not at 0. Delete that. Whoops. Delete this and this. Okay. One more. Okay, so that's a horizontal wall start. Let's actually let's draw a circle out here and make the outline in red, make it giant. And let's also make it transparent just a little bit and change its fill to none. Okay, so now these are my starts here, here, whoops, here, and here. And here. And here. So this is a special scenario here. Hold on a second. So if I have anything, any vertical wall, above or below, Jonathan Delfraise is with us. Jonathan Delfraise. who likes roller coasters, is with us. Jonathan, glad to have you with us on this Christmas day. Welcome. I don't know if you know this about Jonathan or not, but
He's awesome.
he's awesome. Glad you're with us, Jonathan. All right. How you doing, Fred? Good? All right. So these are the different scenarios in which a horizontal wall starts. So there's nothing to the left, no horizontal wall to the left, or there is a horizontal wall to the left, and we've got, at the same point, we've got a vertical wall in the row above us or a vertical wall in the row below us. That's how we know if a horizontal wall starts or not. So let's write that code. Write that code. So if we do have one to the left of us, if there's no horizontal wall where we are, then we return false. Otherwise, if we have a horizontal wall to the left of us, we're going to do this. But if we don't have one, then we're going to say return true. So return true is here. Now we just have this scenario right here. If there's a horizontal wall to the left, then we want to say return has vertical wall. Is vertical intersecting wall? I think we asked that. That's the name of the function. And we're going to ask that question at column, comma, row. Has vertical intersecting wall. Are we going to say column -1? No, we're not. Okay, that's what we're going to do. All right, so now we're going to come in here, declare that method has vertical intersecting wall. And then I want to duplicate this. Selection increase, shift enter to duplicate that. And we're going to use alt shift and the left arrow to select just horizontal, and replace it with vertical. Has vertical wall. And then we're going to come down in here and do the same thing here and go to vertical, all vertical walls there. So it has vertical wall. So now what we want to do is we want to check to see. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. I'm awesome as well.
They're awesome.
Everybody's awesome. And back over here. All right, has vertical intersecting wall is, we need to do two things. Now I just got to look at this here. So yeah, this is going to be, we can do the -1 on the row here and a +1 on the row. Wait, it's going to be -1 and this, and just this one is what it's going to be. So it's going to look like, I think the code's going to look like this. If has vertical wall, column, comma, row, -1, then return true. Well, or I can just, actually I can say, or has vertical wall, whoops, I meant to say vertical. Has vertical wall, of column, comma, row. Then we're going to say return true, otherwise return false. LRF is going to be else return false, like that. And then you can also come up here and take CodeRushed and say, hey, flatten conditional, like that. So it just simplifies it. So, and I don't want to change this. I want to rename this touching wall, like that. And I think that's right. So has horizontal wall start is now going to work. Now, then we're going to say collect horizontal wall. It's going to get our horizontal wall data. Well, one of the things we need to know is the wall length. So I'm just going to come in here and I'll add that. The wall length is one of the things we need when we draw this. The starting tile is going to get us that data we need. And the whole reason we're using the starting tile is so we can pass it into draw image over tile, but maybe Maybe we can kind of skip that. We don't really need a tile, to be honest. We just need an X and Y. Get these utils, copy to. The writable bitmap is inside of our layer. Yeah. We could also do this. It actually would be nice to have a, well, we already have this draw image over tile. Why don't we just have draw image at? That's what we need inside layer. I like that better. And and we'll keep the width override in here. There we go. I'm liking this a little bit better. And the width override is kind of like a crop, is what this is. Crop width. I'm going to change this to crop width. And we'll add a crop height at some point soon, I think. And so draw image at, it's going to be my X, my Y. My Y. And my crop width right here. Like that. I want to change my width override to crop width here too. All right. So that's feeling better to me. And do it right pixels too. Looks like I need to make that change here. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. Looks in the chat room. Looks like I was just hitting the rock button here. Let's actually switch over to action. Drop this down. All right. Okay, so back out, escape to backing out of all of this. Draw image at. Yeah, so I don't think we need the starting tile. We need instead who's here, kids? Hey, Sex Positive, how's it going? Hey, whoa! Stay cool, Sex Positive.
Sex Positive is in the house.
Uh-oh. No, look what she said in the chat room. That's not good. Honey, I'm just in the bathroom. Set up my green screen in the bathroom, kids. Just kidding. Everything should be good. We know what's going on. Right, honey? We discussed it this morning. We have an open relationship. I'm able to speak with my friends on the show sometimes. And sometimes I hang out with you, right? I don't think I'm in too much trouble. We had an agreement. We worked it out. What's here? Draw image at. All right, let's get those X and Y's inside there. Let's declare those. We don't need starting tile anymore. All right, AI is going to be X, and Shift Enter is going to give me the my Y. And there's that. Draw image at. What's wrong with draw image at? What does it need? Oh, it just needs X, Y, and crop width. That's what it is. So our Y, this is our X offset right here. And I really think I need a class called walls just to store some constants. So just for readability. And so I need a, we're going to call this, you knocked on the door and you didn't get an answer? No, I'm hidden. I'm secretly hidden in another location. Undisclosed location, honey. You got to find me. I'm at the North Pole, coding. Okay, walls. Offset indent. What am I going to call this right here? End cap indent, I think is what I'm going to call this. End cap indent. Hey, Sex Positive, I hope you got everything you wanted. I got a punching bag, literally. It's true. She did literally get one. Time to have Christmas worship time. What? You need your feet rubbed, honey? This girl. To Pudding says, hello, Sex Positive. Merry Christmas to you. Okay, end cap indent is equal to 25. Let's change this to public. And let's also do end cap size is equal to 50. We'll just say that right now. So now we've got this static class walls out here. We can go move type to file, pop that out there. Now I can come back in and stop using that magic number here, walls.endCapIndent, like that. And what is this? This is my... This is my Y adjust right here. That's what this was. What, Karen Mangicotti? Yes, Karen Mangicotti. I am in my office, honey. Yes, I do know what today is. It's our anniversary. Always say that, kids. You always say it's... How you doing, baby? You want to come say hi to everybody? She's coming in. Oh, wow. You're just like messing. You know when you do that, you just like... There we go. Here we go. Say hi.
Wait, what's this?
That you,
light.
yeah, I know.
This is
You just
production.
no, you just it's perfect. It's perfect when you do this. You can't move the desk as you come in. All right, here we
Really
go.
hard.
Okay. Hey, what the? It's a professional show, kids.
Okay, so what problems are we solving? So the kids are downstairs and they're like, so my son is visiting for Christmas and he's like, oh wow, it's so cool that you can watch a show when he's right upstairs. I'm like, I'm gonna go get on it. Watch this.
Sucker! I'm a TV star.
Ooh, look at me.
That's it, right there. What did I ever do to you so you'd wish me something that evil? Mary, you said Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Uh-oh, Pudding doesn't want to get married.
It's really good, right? Don't you love being married? Isn't it the best thing that's ever happened to you? Right?
That I don't like. That I don't like. I don't like this. She's like, she goes, good night, Mark. Don't have any dreams about zombies tonight because they're real. And in the middle of my slumber, she wakes me up with that at my earball. And I'm like, what's going on? All right. Yeah, just move everything. Just go through all the lights and everything. Like
There's so much
Jesus,
stuff.
what are you doing?
Oh my God.
Holy cow. All right. This commercial break brought to you by Karen Mangicotti. What are you throwing at me? What is happening? Oh my goodness. I love you too. All right, let's be serious. You ready, kids? Woot! All right, that's Karen Mangicotti, also known as Sex Positive. She's going to be on the show. She's playing the part of Ava Wolfhard there. We might change a character by then. She does this great, really funny voice of this character I call Little Cutie. which I can't really even do the voice justice, but it sounds like a little mini cartoon character. And I think it's so funny for her to play this giant fighter, with this little tiny cartoon character voice. So hopefully we'll go in that space and she'll do that. All right, Y adjust is here. So there's my Y adjust, I guess. Or should the horizontal wall data know all of this? We'll keep this for now, but I think it's going to have to do it. What's wrong with draw image out? What do you need? Image XY, the crop width. I think this should be initialized to -1. But why don't we have all three of those? Oh, my horizontal wall is not the image. That's my problem right there. Oh, due to its protection level. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, let's make that public. Mark looks too scared to say anything else. Yeah, did you see I'm like, blinking out the coded message with my eyes? The coded message is I love you, honey. All right. What are we doing? Draw image at. I think we're drawing an image now. So our collect horizontal wall, we're not really doing anything here, and we need to kind of do that. We need to do something in this space here. So let's create a new instance of this right here. If I type in RI in spacebar, it'll give me kind of that to start with. That stands for result instance. And then new horizontal wall data like that. There's my result. And then I can come in and say, well, we know that I think it's going to look like this. While column is less than num columns, then we're going to come in and say column plus plus. So we're going to kind of go through every column and look to see, is there a horizontal wall there? And we're going to ask the question, do we have a horizontal wall there? And has horizontal wall at column plus 1, comma row. All right. And not has a vertical touching wall. That's a little mind-blowing to me. At column plus 1, comma row. So if we don't have a vertical touching wall and we have a horizontal wall and num column is less than num columns, then we're going to increment columns. We're going to say, we're going to create a new integer here, I think called start column. Yeah, my mind is just barely able, I'm treading water here, kids, barely able to, confirm that this is the right path or maybe it's totally the wrong path. And now at the end of this while loop, we're going to have our end column. That should give us our length and our x and y's and all of that. So let's say result.x is equal to, well, let's get we know if we're calling collect horizontal wall, we're going to trust that column and row are good. Whoops. Oh, tab index reference does not work if I have like a syntax error down in the code here, like I don't have a semicolon out here. Okay. Yeah, we're basically coming in here and making this call before we get in. So I'm going to trust that we've got a valid data in at this point, which means if we come in and say all tiles at column, comma row, declare a new local for that. Call this start tile. That's our start tile. Down here, this is going to be our end tile, like that. I don't think I need start column anymore. I'm going to say instead result.x is equal to start tile dot pixel x plus, here's where we're going to do the offset, walls dot, do I not have that? Something's wrong here. What's going on with walls? What did I just create? I'm in map. Walls is up high, isn't it? Should I put it low? I was thinking it was UI specific for this UI implementation. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to mess with it down here. I'm going to keep it up high. All right, so result x is equal to that. Result.y is equal to pixel y. And then we're going to say result.length. Do I have a length in here? Wall length, okay, is equal to end tile dot pixel x plus, do I have, I do have a width. So in the map core, I actually do have a UI related element. Yeah, I don't think it's great design, but I also think I'm not going to change this for a long time, and so I'm going to keep it. But let's do this. I don't know, static property, or maybe get another class that's going to maintain this. Do I have too many M's in my Yeah, spell checker didn't like that. Okay. Okay, so wall length is equal to pixel x on the end tile plus its width. All right, so that at least gets us that far, horizontal wall. Okay, I think that might work. Okay. That's, by the way, the first time I've said that on this show, today's show. I've been like, what's going on? All right, there it is. Draw the horizontal wall. Now we've got the data. We're going to come in here. The Y adjust is there. The end cap indent is there. The crop is still at 50. So this part's wrong. Now we got to figure out this out in terms of how many we've got to draw on it. Okay, so we need to know, let's do this. Pixels to draw. These are like vertical slice pixels to draw. So how many pixels to draw? Pixel length to draw, maybe that is better to say. And let's set that equal to horizontal wall data dot wall length. Okay? While pixels to draw is greater than 0. Let's also create an X position and where we're going to be. So we're going to say and let's actually set it to here. So there's our start. Okay. and then come in here and say, hey, pixels to draw, minus
Janiscu
equals.
7, where are you? We need your help.
We need your help, Janiscu 7.
Oh, not Iran.
This code is not great.
Here, I have.
I've arrived with Dot's procedural tile streaming example. Oh, really, Janiscu 7? Thank you. Okay, pixel length to draw. We're going to subtract the horizontal wall, which is this image, dot image source, right? No, dot source. There it is, dot width. Okay? So we're going to subtract that from it. Look who's here!
Is in the house.
Surly's in the house. Caraman Gicotti. Caraman Gicotti. It's probably too loud. I'm shouting in your ear. Sorry, folks. Trying to let Karen know Surly's in the house. I'm sure she'd want to say hi. Sex Positive was here earlier. I have a feeling she's gone on to other things, as she's wont to do. How you doing? How's everybody's Christmas? Yeah, Surly is in the house, honey. Surly Dev is here. I thought you might want to know. She's like, you're not still doing the show after I came in and just sabotaged it a second ago. Honey, don't come up. Don't come near my machine, baby. Don't just keep your distance. No.
You know what?
Baby.
Oh my god. Are you trying to keep me out down here?
Yes, this is like my moat
Oh,
of.
no.
This is my moat of. No, she's coming in again. This is a carefully constructed show, kids. Here she comes. She's right here.
Do you know how hard it is to get by these lights?
You know, when we get to the new studio, you're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, I'm in your show, sucker.
I'm gonna have our desks will be in the same room.
Surly says, "Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone."
Merry Christmas.
Okay, this could be actually a really big hit. If you could just stay there the whole time, we'll get you a green screen suit. You cool with that?
Yeah. I love you much, Mother.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Is this a show you do?
What?
Is this a show you do?
Yeah, this is my show. I'm just trying to write some code here.
Ooh, you're so smart.
Yeah, okay. Because
Who's that?
huh?
Who's that?
Oh, that's Karen, my wife.
Hi.
She's super smart and super beautiful.
So beautiful.
She's very beautiful,
Very,
isn't she?
very lucky.
I am so lucky. You have no idea.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, it's kind of like we have our
Do you
own.
want to maybe go and we can go out to lunch and leave him here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you guys gonna get
He likes
lunch
to
without
work
me?
More than he likes to hang out with me.
No, I like hanging out with you.
Oh, she's so beautiful and
I
so
know
smart.
she is so smart.
How could you say no?
I don't say no. I want to
How do
go.
you want to be with these guys?
No, I don't want to. No, we all want to come. Just want
You're
to.
not so beautiful.
Okay, can I get back to my show for a little bit? Okay, all right. No kisses. With consent, please. Okay, consent only. I feel like I've just been.
Oh, you have.
Okay. I need a Silkwood shower, I think. All right. Are you going to lunch for real? Okay. Well, I love you guys.
I'm gonna go flip the green.
Wait. Just please point out. No, wait. Hold on. What did I miss here? What did I miss? Surly Dev says, just point out, please point out, not in her real house. I don't know what that means. Venom78 says, hey, Venom78, glad to have you with us. Surly Dev says, you might be freaking her out. Who, me? I'm not freaking her out. All right.
You're freaking me out.
I'm
Not
not.
in my real house, meaning he doesn't want to. What are you doing?
He sees code in his eyes. I see code. All right. Okay, I'm not doing anything to you. No, you're doing that. No, I'm not touching you. Don't just. Ah! Okay, I'm not doing anything. All right, let's get serious, kids. All right, bye, honey. What's Karen? She likes to show up. Surly, glad to have you with us. Glad to have you with us. Okay, so pixel link to draw. What's going up here? Is my width a double? Okay. Let's make this a double. All right, so this is my pixel length to draw. We're subtracting by the width that we draw each time. We're going to call this to draw, and the length to draw is going to be hold on. Hold on. This pixel length to draw. Oh wait, hold on. We got to subtract something from here. The wall length. Let's go double check where we set that. That's equal to n pixels. Oh no. Minus start tile dot pixel x. Okay, that's the wall length. Minus walls dot end cap indent again. Okay, so there's my pixel length to draw. How many pixels I have to draw across. Now here, I want to send one of two things out to it. Math dot, whatever is the smallest number. Pixel length to draw, or the horizontal wall dot width. I bet that's my problem. All right, so that's going to draw, what this is going to do is this is going to draw the wall, and it's cropping, it's going to crop it if either this is the smallest number, or it's not going to crop it at all if the horizontal wall width is if we need to draw more than one back-to-back segments. Then I want to come in here and I want to say, hey, x plus equals. Oh, this is wrong anyway. This should be horizontal source width. Let's do this. Let's just create a new local for this. And we'll call this image width. Like that. Take it out of the while loop. And this one is, it's going to go here too. Okay. So now my x is going to increase by the image width 2 each time. So this should allow us, got to make this a double. All right. Map engine, this is for 2D games. Venom 78. Surly Deb says, you were shouting Surly Deb is in the house. I'm not Santa. I'll have to go soon. Surprised to see you all here. Yeah, let me show you what we're building. Well, as soon as we get this compiled, we'll show you. This is for Dungeons and Dragons. X, here we need to typecast that to an int. And is this really going to work? I have no idea. I just want to say run. See what happens. Waiting for it to start up. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of things we're creating for the Dungeons and Dragons game. All right, here we go. Select one, create a top wall. Okay, not bad, but the width is too long. It's supposed to crop right over here, and it's not. I think I got to do the full length. I think that's my mistake. Let's try creating another one that's too wide now. And what's happening here? Not bad. Okay. That's not bad. Now we want to create one that's really long. Just going to do this. And does it loop it? Doesn't look like it worked. And it looks like we're in an infinite loop. Really? We're here then if we're in an infinite loop. No? Oh. What happened? What? Why did that take so long? Let's look at this wall carefully and make sure that there's no seams in it. All that looked good. It seemed unresponsive for a moment. Nope, I don't see any seams in it. I'm going, the internet here is less than 5 MBS up and down, and I'm contending with 3 teenagers in the house and a wenchie watching Netflix. The buffering is terrible. See y'all as soon as I get back to civilization and fast internet. All right, Surly Dev. So it's a map engine for 2-dimensional games. It's what we're creating right now. Okay, that looks good. I'm still curious as to what's going on with the performance. Let's create another long wall here and double check that we really have a performance problem. Click down, up. Let's set a breakpoint on the outside of this. Well, actually, hold on. Keep running. And, oh yeah, there's performance. We're locked up. Debug, break all. Where are we? Right pixels 2. Got horizontal wall. Build walls. So I think and we're done. We're out. So that horizontal wall start is at column 1, row 7. What's happening with build walls? Oh, what's going on? Map walls changed. Hold on. I have an idea. Are we triggering this maybe super frequently? Set a breakpoint here. That's my problem. Okay, let's look at this. It's my call stack here. Set wall. Add wall segment, add segments for each tile. Yeah, here's the problem. We're doing this, we're redrawing it each time for every tile in there. So that's our problem. We need to, let me kill the app a sec and let's fix that. We need to, I think it looks, the code's going to look like this. Map.begin wall update, like this, and we're going to have a select all that, put in try finally block, and then call end wall update, like that. That's what I think it's going to look like. And let's go declare these pieces as well. Walls changed equals false. Let's declare that as a field. That. Okay, get back out to where we were. There's that. Let's declare end wall update. And then we're going to say if walls change, then on walls changed, trigger that. let's set this to false now. And let's go get rid of the other triggering points that we have. Instead, in here, we're going to say walls change is equal to true. Like that. That should solve our performance problem. All right, let's run it. All right. Select a long row and say add the clicked it. There it is. Comes back much faster. Okay, that's pretty good. We got to get that ending bug fixed so it doesn't draw as far as it needs to draw all the way on the end. So let's fix that next. That's going to be, I think, in layer. Nope, but it's nearby. It's in our main piece here. All right, so we're going to say the pixels to draw is not minus end cap indent. It's, I guess we set a breakpoint right here. We'll set another wall like here to here, and we'll say, let's go ahead and do that. And this is going to be minus walls dot end cap size. That's what it is. And then run that, and that should fix both our walls. Good. And so now we have the walls are ending in the right spots. Next, we need to put the end caps on. So the end caps are, if it's a wall like this, it's something that looks like this piece here or that piece there. So that's kind of what we're looking at there, the end caps. By the way, here, let's double click this and let's give it a fill, a floor fill like that. So now you can start to see what this is going to look like. It's I think looking pretty good. It's not bad. So now we got to figure out where all the end caps are. The other thing is we should, you know what, actually before we do that, we should be able to draw vertical walls too, because right now we're not able to draw vertical walls. And we should test this to make sure we can draw walls across the top and the bottom, because I'm not sure if we can do that yet. Can we do draw walls on the top? Row is at a -1. So we got a problem. We're trying to set the wall for the top at essentially a negative number, which makes me think what I really maybe want to do is add a +1 to both of these. Or maybe what was wall side? Wall side is top, so I'm subtracting 1 from row. All right, in order to support walls on the left side, I've got to be able to support the column or the row being at 0. And so what I'm thinking, I'm going to do is I think I'm going to increment both of them here at this point. So I think what that means is I come in here and I say this is going to be, oh man. Let's look at the direct access of this. Okay, I'm feeling something like this. So both of them have an extra row in them. So has vertical wall. These are going to change a little bit. Yeah. So here, I think in set wall, so now, hold on a second. I think I'm going to totally make these private right now. And this is my convention for a private field like that. So there's my set wall. I think it looks like this. I think the code is like this. I think set wall, we're going to come in here and we're going to say column plus plus and row plus plus. Okay. And then, actually I think I am going to, wait. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do the same thing. And I think then that's it. I think that might fix it. So I want to double check. We're not directly accessing add all horizontal walls anywhere else. It's only here where we make the adjustment. And here where we make the adjustment. And that's it. And all vertical walls, we need to rename that. But same thing there. There's the constructor, and this we've already made the adjustment, and that's it. So we're going to do the same thing there too. Okay, so let's see if we can do that now. So we're going to come in here. We're going to select from here to here. We're at the very top. We're going to say, give me a wall on the top. Do we see it? What happened? I clicked it. Nothing happened. All right, let's do one down here. Can we see the wall here? Totally broken. No, I didn't. Okay, so there it is. That wall is there. This one is not. Let's find out why that one's not drawing there. Okay, so here we go. Click it. Clicking that does nothing. We don't even get to has horizontal wall start. That's weird. Okay, click it here. Not even there. Build walls. Map walls changed. Oh, the walls aren't changing. That's why we're not getting to the breakpoint. Okay. Okay. Looks like we recovered there. Had some stream upload problems and we had to reconnect, it looks like. Looks like we're back. Okay. Alright, so let's see if this is working now. Yeah, I do not want this end tile here anymore. Did it work? Why is it down there? Okay, everything's I get, but why? What? Why down here the Y is way off? Let's go figure out our Y calculation here. That's my problem. Right there. So the row. Row is -1. Okay, that might just work. Oh, man. Why is -58? Shoot. The right pixels too needs to be cropped. How do we do that? So we can't write pixels off screen. So how do we show just a portion of the piece we want to put in here? Maybe it looks like this. Yeah, I am not sure how this is going to work. The Anvan fan. I am writing code that is drawing walls out on a two-dimensional surface in WPF, drawing walls for a underground dungeon. And so I'm creating using these assets right here to create walls on top of it. And everything is working pretty well with drawing the horizontal walls so far, except for I can't draw them slightly off screen at the top, and I'm trying to see what happens. The problem is Y position is negative number. So I think I'm going to do this, is I'm going to say, not pixel format, I want to go in and change the line height here, the pixel height. I want to say pixel height minus equals a negative Y. So I'm going to subtract the negative amount of Y from that, and then I'm going to say Y is equal to 0. Like that. I love its pros. I love it. Spoken like a true programmer, very detailed and analytical. Okay. I could be a true programmer, kids. The Anvan fan. Am I getting that right? How long have you been programming, by the way? Since I was about this high. I don't know, since I was about 16, I've been writing code, which is about almost 4 decades. Moving on 4 decades here. So if we do that, I don't know what's going to happen. I think we may get a different error, but let's see what happens here. Set next statement. So we're now, if we've got a less than 0 here, we're going to say, well, we're going to grab less than that. I think it's going to grab the wrong part if it works. Yeah, see, it's still drawing from the top of the image, and I wanted to show the bottom half of the image is what I wanted to do. The source rect. Let's try one more time. I gotta make another change to the wall here. Put that in here. Damn, I've been Googled flew to your house with a contract, correct? I bet Google flew. I don't understand that at all. Oh, I'm sorry. I bet Google flew to your house with a contract. Oh, that's funny. No, they did not. I'm hanging out here working in, right now doing desktop programming. We're in WPF for Windows. I'll show you some of the stuff we've been working on though, so you can see it. Let's see here. Can I roll a dice? So we've got dice rolling with special effects on the dice. So if we roll, for example, health, it looks like that. Fred is with us. Fred's over there on that side. Can we inflict damage? Is that working? There we go. Fred's just got some damage right there.
Working.
Have I worked in Silicon Valley before? No, never worked there. And what else can we do? Yeah, there's a wild magic. So this is all for Dungeons and Dragons. And so we're creating a stream for that to work and run. And inflicting damage. Does that work on me now? No? I think we have to refresh, do a refresh. I think we need to reinitialize player data. So that's kind of, we've got some of the special effects that are out there. Okay, so now I'm thinking we want to do this. I'm guessing, guessing. I want to create something called Y offset here. I'm almost thinking I can play with the numbers on here and just nudge it in the right direction. And let's do this. Y offset is equal to negative Y. And then this is going to be minus equals, is that right? Negative Y? Yeah, that's right. So pixel height is subtracting the Y offset. And then I think the source rect, what happens if we do that? That's my question. Clear the breakpoint. Let's see what it looks like. Even further in the wrong direction. Hold on though. Let's change this up, because maybe we can get that to go in our behavior the other way if we keep tweaking this. Let's say instead y offset is equal to y, that's equal to that. Pixel height is the same. Now what happens if we do this? Oh, then we have the underflow is what we have. It does not like that source rect having a negative number in it. Awage Guy is out there. Awage Guy. Hello, happy holidays, everyone. I myself am a cybersecurity student. That's why I asked my friend. Okay, cool. Have you dabbled in the art of cyber defense as a programmer? I have not done it. Conversation chat room is getting scary, kids. I hate it when that happens as the intro. How do you write code literally is why exploits exist. Do you develop them? Nope, I don't do any exploits, and I don't do any defense against the dark arts either. Neither one of those. Yeah, I'm not really that security guy. That's not ever been something that's been of interest to me, really. I think I'm most interested in, like, phishing attacks and things like that, just from the standpoint of deception, and it's a little bit like magic, right? Getting somebody to believe that something is true when it's not. And phishing attacks, I think, out of anything, seems to be the most successful and yield the best results out of all the different kinds of exploits out there, because you can do a targeted attack, and generally it's not hard to get people to believe that what you're presenting to them is real. That's about all I've got for that. Okay, so that didn't work. All right. The problem is, let's come back up here, set next statement. So we can't do this. We cannot make this a number that's negative. The X and Y, here, let's actually undo this. Let's not do this either. Let's just run this for a second and see what we've got. And this gets us here. Now we have to shift the whole image up, is what we have to do. The problem is we're writing the pixels. Have a nice day to you too, the Onbon fan. And good luck in your journey. Okay. All right, so I think wait, hold on a second. Let's set another breakpoint. Come back in here again. Average Guy says, so some code checkers makes a warning for function not being 4 lines or less, 4 or less lines. But you're a good programmer and have longer functions, so what gives? Is this something I should worry about when I'm writing my code? Yeah, what I do is when I'm developing is I write as many lines as it takes to get something done. Then I step back and ask, is it readable? And then I refactor. So I have refactoring tools that help me refactor the code. So I do have some that are longer. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not going to let. I am not going to let something a code checker tell me that I have to keep everything to 4 lines or fewer. That's not super interesting to me. What is interesting to me is readability of the code. Is the code easy to read? And I think that even as a new programmer, you can step back and ask yourself that question. And if it's not, then yeah, it makes sense to increase the number of functions that you have. As long. And I'll tell you, there are things I look for that are clues that I need to do an extract method. And often the clue is I've got a comment in the code that explains what's happening. And I think, oh, let's just create a method with that name instead of having the comment. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about anything that you're learning as absolutes, and I would instead try to shift over as quickly as possible to a sense of judgment where you can apply judgment and at your own judgment, your own criteria, ask yourself the question, is it easy to read? And that should be one of the number one focuses that you have as a programmer. Is the method name good, right? Is the parameter order good, right? When I get into the method itself, is it clear what's happening inside of the method? So that's kind of the thing right here. I wanted to say, I almost have I have an idea to fix this. If y is less than 0, then y is equal to 0. And I was almost going to say, yeah, I have another idea for this. Let's try it. Click here. My idea was to say y is equal to negative y. Is that right? Is it right? Is it negative y or not? Nope, it's 0. Y is going to hit 0. Pixel height is going to subtract by that amount. How far we're going to do it. But the source... no, wait. Hold on, what is my pixel height? My pixel height is... Wait, what? Why are these numbers coming in so big? Oh, I think I know why, because we are... All right, hold on. Let me go back. I need to get my bearings again on this right here. Really, that didn't work? Why is a negative? Oh, I got a plus equals here. This needs to be just a 0. And we need to start. Let's go back up here again. Set next statement. All right, let me get my bearings with this again. What is happening here? We're grabbing the bottom half and drawing the top half, but we want to draw the bottom half. So I want to get to I feel like I'm almost here. Y is equal to let's just play with adding 60 to it for a second and see what happens. Really, no change? Oh, wait. I want it to equal 60. Hold on. Sorry. One more time. Come in here. Boom. I want to say what happens when y is equal to 60. Like this. Tutor Exilius is now following. Thanks for that follow, Tutor Exilius. That's unexpected to me. I did not expect that to go there. Hold on. I feel like I'm getting close. Give me a second here. Let's do this here. Pop that there. I want to set a breakpoint here. Y is a negative 58. I'm not sure why it's off by 2. But we'll say okay. Let's run this and just see if we get the right part of the image. Nope, we want the other part of the image, the bottom part of it. I think we actually had the bottom part. Try one more time here, hold on. Boom, up. Change that back to 60. That gives us the bottom part of the image, but it's offset by a bit. Nope, that's not the bottom part of the image. Still getting the wrong part of the image. Okay, why am I not getting that part of the image? I don't get that. Cutting pixel height in half. All right, let's set it to just 0. Yeah, still copying just that piece. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't quite understand right pixels. It's part of the problem. And so I'm kind of playing with that. How's the tiling going, is asking Pudding. It's not going so well. The tiling is going okay, but the walls and the writing pixels call is a little bit tricky right now. I think I wanted to say, let's not change pixel height this time. Let's just do this alone, this only change. Okay, so now we got the whole thing drawn again. Now we got to draw it so it's all right, let's do one more change here. Hold on. Boom. And let's times this. Let's set it equal to 60 and see what happens here. Okay, not bad. I mean, we're getting it's lined up, but it's now we've got to subtract 60 lines by it. Source bytes per line. Let's try one more crazy thing. I don't know. This I think is not going to work, but I think I want to say Y offset. Source bytes per line times one line. So it's just going to be equal to minus that source per line. And then I want to throw Y offset here. Maybe we should just really change this to just offset. I think this is going to fail. But basically I want to take everything we've got and move it up one line. But I think what's going to happen is this write pixels call here, which is out here in writable bitmap, is I think it's going to say no, I'm not going to do that. You're out of range, and it's going to throw an exception on me, which is going to make me be like, come on, man. See what we got. Supposed to just hit run and see what happens here. Yeah, out of range. Stride. Source rect falls outside the bounds. Well, that's not going to be a problem. Maybe it'll be able to do it. It says it's not throwing an exception on here. Let's see. No. Parameter value cannot be less than 0. Yeah. It's a lot of overloads. Oh yeah, you're right. It was a lot of overloads over there. Yeah, it doesn't like the offset, the negative offset. And my source rect. Hold on, I feel like I can get here. I think if I was smarter, I would get it. Let's undo that to get it back to 0. Let's look at my source pixels. Hold on. Ah, there's my offset right there. That's the one that determines what pixels I copy, I think. Hold on. I might be able to still make this work. Okay. I think I just need to come up here. If y is less than 0, then my y offset is equal to... And then what if I did this? And this time I want to do this times 60. Let's see what happens here. Source bytes per line is this times the pixel height, or I'm sorry, is equal to pixel width times source bytes per pixel. That's how many are in the source. Yeah. I think that might work. And now the y here is going to just equal to 0. And then the source rect nope, I think y is 60. No, wait. Yeah, I think it is. But I also think pixel height minus 60. That's what I think. But this might not actually matter. Okay. Let's try it. See what happens. And then if that works, we'll take some of these magic numbers. See if we can clean them up. I don't even understand this error. Is maybe suggesting that the buffer size is has to match the expected size we're going to be copying over? Wow. Suppose we can try that. And I think this becomes that. Let's see what happens here. So this should all be okay. What's happening here? Oh, our Y was not 0, so we didn't go in here because we changed the Y right here. Let's set it instead, our set our next statement there. So we come back in here. Oh, pixel height's dropping though. I think we're gonna have to restart. Let's restart it a second. Try this again. Set a breakpoint there. All right. Okay, so here we go. Oh, but I changed my pixel height. Oh, but I'm doing it now before, so maybe I'm actually okay, and I don't need, because we changed the pixel height here. Nope, still no. Index was outside the bounds of the array. So now, let's change this back to 0. Yeah, I am like, I think pretty much smacked around by this code right now, trying to get this to work. Let me, let's change this back to 0 here. Let's, I'm going to flat out, this time I'm just going to do a return out of here if this is the case. Let's set the next statement here, and we'll just run it. And now we'll kind of at least go back to where we were before. So now I just want to make sure that we're still working here. All right. So that part is working. So we're getting those walls drawn across from here to here. And that's working. We cannot draw any walls yet on the top. I got to work another way around to solve that problem. Okay, fine. Next thing I want to do is I want to make sure the walls on the bottom work, because I don't think those are working yet. All right. So the bottom wall, we just need to call add segments. The bottom. Let's see what happens here. It's too far. One, it's showing up down here, right there. And so we want it to come up more one than that. So let's see, add segments, wall side bottom. We're saying row plus plus. Huh. Looks like we simply need to take that out, which is surprising to me. I'll bet the right's got the same problem. Is that true? So there's my bottom. Take that out. And that way nothing happened this time. Why is that? Why is that? All right, let's set another breakpoint. Oh wait, hold on. We might be okay. Hold on. Let's change it to something else and click here now. Nope. Okay. Let's set a breakpoint. So add the code back, row plus plus. And then we're back to the original problem here where they're now showing up too low. And let's go look at set wall. Yeah, I'm not understanding that at all. Why that removing that all of a sudden makes that not work. Let's try one more time. So row is 2. Let's keep it at 2. And we're here. So it says tile does not exist. Hold on, let's go back and see why are we failing here? So the tile exists, but it's not selected. I think I see what the problem is. Okay, so I think to fix this, we're going to need a and we're going to need this. This is going to need to be a plus a column offset. And then we need to set column offset to 1 here. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to need to do to fix this. Let's run it. And, whoops, that needs to be a negative 1. Let's fix that for both of these two. One more time. Okay, there we go. Good. Okay, so there's my bottom. Now let's do the rights. Not working. I think the lefts aren't working either. because we don't have that code working yet. So let's do that. Let's get the left and right code working. All right, build walls. So let's do left, right over here, do right. Looks like we're not getting breakpoints on either one of those. Let's go figure that out. We need to okay, so add segments. Should call set wall. There it is. Build walls. Okay, now we're in here. Yeah, I'm going to kill this for a second because I want to rename this. I think wall data can just be wall data, can it? It can. All right. All right. Now we're going to make some things that go horizontally, make them go vertically. So before I duplicate that, let me grab just the word horizontal, copy that to clipboard, and now paste it. Nope. All right. Copy that to clipboard, paste it. What? Come on. Am I hitting some key before I do that? Selection increase, copy, paste. There we go. I was hoping that was going to get all the verticals, all the horizontals in there. One. Do I have to get two of these at least? Fine. So here, the -1 needs to go on row. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and I grabbed this. This should be on as horizontal touching wall, like that. Okay. History teacher Hashinshin. One second. Newbie here. Do you take notes when you're coding a new language so you can refresh the syntaxes, etc. when you use the language again? I do not. You're coding and learning a new language. Yeah, I don't. When I learn new things, I kind of try to simulate them in my mind. And I also don't stress that it might take a couple repetitions to get it and practices with it. So I think the question is really about any tips for retention. What do I do to retain it? And what I do is I hold for a moment and I really try to deeply imagine it in my mind, and I feel comfortable with it, and I find a way for it to make sense. And I say, okay, that's it. That's the truth. So that's what I do. Let's see, is this going to work? I think this is going to work. Well, column is less than num columns. I really want to say row is less than num rows. Because I'm basically turning the logic on its side 90 degrees here. And instead of looking to do we have a horizontal wall at the next one over to the right, or the next one down, we're going to say, do you have a vertical wall? And does the next one down not have a horizontal touching wall? In which case, we're going to increment that row and keep going down. We're collecting the vertical walls without any intersections between them. Once we get all of those down, we calculate the wall length, and that should work. I think there's a shot that that's going to work. Then we're going to call draw vertical wall, which does not exist yet. But we'll just take our draw horizontal wall. This says fix this up here. I don't think we need to fix that. I'm going to duplicate that and change it to draw vertical wall. I'm going to change this to just wall data. And this is going to become X-adjust. And again, we're rotating everything 90 degrees here. This we're going to call vertical wall, which I don't think I've loaded yet. So we need to go declare that as well. So we start drawing those walls. And what else? Pixel length to draw is equal to the wall length minus end cap size. That's correct. This is going to be y. It's equal to wall data dot y plus that. Image, this one's going to be height is equal to this dot height. And we're going to go with the vertical wall again. Let's go do this, create that. Boom, boom, boom. Is it called vertical wall.png? It is. There it is right there. Right there, vertical wall.png. That's it. Anything else we need to do here? Nope, that's it. Okay. So jump back. Pixel length to draw is there. This is going to be our wall. Hold on. It's going to be wall data X plus X adjust. And over here, this is just going to be Y into Y, like that. And now this, though, the thing that's happening here, this is our crop width. And I'm going to pass in a -1 there, but I want to add another parameter here, which is our crop. Our crop height. What game are you designing? Jacob 2021. I am designing an overlay for Dungeons and Dragons. So let's see if I can give you a little bit of a demo of some of what we're doing here. I think I need to do let me do a refresh here on the refresh some of these on the stream here, and you can see what's going on here. I'm going to refresh the dice here. Second, let's do that refresh one more time of the front overlay. Front overlay is taking a while to refresh itself here. And let's go into the dice. We'll refresh the dice. And how are the dice doing on the refresh? The dice refresh? Dice are still taking a while to reload as well. I'm not sure why that is. Everything's running, nothing is stopped. One more time. Maybe that worked. And then one more time with the dice. Let's try that. Refresh the cache one more time. So the dice are now taking a while. All right, well, I can show you the, I'm going to wait for those to finish. When those finish, I'll send you the, I will show you what we're doing. Meanwhile, let's get back over here. Right now I'm trying to draw some walls and tiles over our two-dimensional Dungeons & Dragons map, and basically looking at different kinds of things, what happens when the walls join and how those are all going to look. This is kind of a rough spec here. The look is actually going to be using these kinds of elements right here. So it's going to look like a wall that is filled with blocks, with stones, built from stone. So that's what we're going to do. The wall has a shadow, as you can see on the sides. I want to go back in here again because I'm really looking at this. Why is it taking so long for OBS to refresh my overlay? Because normally that thing is just up and loaded. It's like totally locked. And that doesn't make sense to me. Let's go switch to the Dragonfront overlay and see what's going on with the loading of that. Or is it the Dragonfront overlay that's having trouble, or is it loaded already? It's just the dice, isn't it? That's the dice that are having trouble loading. But even this, yeah, so when this has happened, the problem seems to be, is this because, no, I was going to ask if it was because I'm at a breakpoint, but I'm not at a breakpoint. Let's see what happens. Can we compile here? I'm like, I now realize I'm jumping around between different things. Oh yeah, right over here, crop height. I want to set this up and make this work. So let's do this. Copy image 2. Let's come over here, duplicate that, change this to crop height, like that. Jump back out, make sure we're passing in crop height. And then we're going to do that and take that down into right pixels 2. So right pixels 2, do the same thing. Whoops, there's my crop height right there. Passing in there, right pixels 2, passing crop height there. And I'm going to set that equal to the pixel height, like that. And then we want to use crop height right here. Okay. And I think there's a shot of that working. Do you do everything in WPF and C Sharp? No. We're doing stuff in other languages as well. Yeah, my 3D... the 3D dice layer is totally not loading up here. It's not loading up, and everything that I normally do to get it to load is not getting it to refresh itself. At least in a way that, and the way I can tell is because I'm seeing that scroll bar still here on the side. And that scroll bar should go away by now. I'll turn off the 3D dice for now, and I'll at least show you the other parts of it. Let's initialize the player data. And change characters. So one of the things that we're building is this. This is built in TypeScript as well as C# and WPF. So on the WPF and C# side of things, I have an interface like this for running the game, and I can change players just by clicking on the tabs. For the live stream, we've got these graphic effects that come in here, slam in. You can see our particle system there is creating this kind of magic dust as the scroll opens up. And I can, if I want to say, for example, roll a dexterity check or something like that, I can do this. You won't see the roll because the dice aren't apparently working. But one of the things that's cool about this, though, is I can highlight a particular piece of interest and show it there. So it's for live streaming the game of Dungeons and Dragons. We also have the ability to do special effects. So if Ava picks her greatsword, are we going to see that? No, why not? Even the front overlay is not working. Why aren't you working front overlay? Anyway, there are special effects that are happening all over the place. The special effects we're not seeing. You do see the clock down here with the right. That's Dungeons and Dragons time. So we have a calendar and clock system we built in here as well. Again, these things are a combination of working in TypeScript and C#. Let's hide the scroll. Like that. And again, not sure why the 3D dice are not working. They're definitely not loading. D&D is really coming up. Yeah, it's not bad. It's looking cool. So we got the crop height done. Are we done? Can we build and run and test to see if we can draw vertical? We want to see if we can draw vertical walls. And then after that, we want to do the end caps. I'll probably save the end caps for tomorrow. We'll just see if we can get vertical walls going. See how close we are. I'm feeling like it's time to get some food. So just waiting for this to start up. Here it comes. So to support the game, it's a live game with live players, but we're going to have a map in the background. And the map will have rooms that are decorated with different tiles or textures, that sort of thing. And we'll be able to zoom in. But we also want to be able to support walls. So for example, I want to create like a horizontal wall across the top of that selection right there. Should be able to select that, and there we go. There you can see the walls are now built right up there at the top. We don't have the end caps yet, but hopefully we'll get those. Now if I come in here and say one on the left, are we going to see a wall on the left anywhere? Nice. And if I say I want it on the right, will we see it on the right over there? Nice. Okay, cool. So that's one. Let's see if we can do several wide. So we'll create a wall all along the left here. And is it going to draw them all? Nice. Okay, cool. So not bad. We still need to get the end caps on. So I'm going to save that for tomorrow. But in general, it looks pretty good. I want to make my own GUI, but I'm doing it in Python. What the F? That's dope. Yeah, Amalzing is out there who we're talking to right now. Doing Python. So Python is a language I'm totally unfamiliar with. I know just a little bit of it, and that's about it. So yeah, let's go see which of the live coders out there we're following, who are streaming now. Looks like not a lot of folks out there are live. Let's go take a look at. Let's go out and look at Linux Guru Gamer. See what's going on out over there. Guru Gamer.
The Nazis can be beaten in that world.
Well, just seeing a commercial here. I make and maintain mods for the Kerbal Space Program. Located in the eastern United States. All right. Let's take a look.
The